I think he reposted this picture again, chat. It's got 55.3 million views. Now, I get what he is going with here. I understand the message. It's that he is playing chess while his detractors are playing checkers. Unfortunately, however, it's not a very charitable photo. Especially when you realize that Dr. Disrespect is using this photo as an answer to the controversy that he finds himself surrounded by. I mean, think about it. Look at the angle that the person who is playing against Dr. Disrespect is at. Like, this person is sitting down, and he has to look up in order to see Dr. Disrespect's chin. This looks like a young person that's on puberty blockers, doesn't it? Like, he is playing chess with an opponent that is very tiny. So, unless he's trying to say that he is playing chess with Tyrion Lannister, who is nerfing himself and using checkers in order to beat him at the chess. Or maybe he is playing chess with a Japanese person that's sitting down in a traditional Japanese way of sitting. They're sitting on the mat while Dr. Disrespect is sitting on a chair. It is obvious that the person in this photo that is supposed to be us, I guess, is very tiny, is very small. But all jokes aside, we did get a response to the allegations. And the response was very interesting. It's over 18 minutes long, so I'm not going to play all of it. It would take me an hour to get through. Some of the things that he said were interesting. Others were very bizarre. Like, the bizarre ones was that all of this was planned. He was playing 4D chess. For, you see, if we wind time back to the court of public opinion, Dr. Disrespect is accused by an ass-hurt Twitch moderator, which was basically selling tickets for a show, and said that, hey, if I get a lot of tickets, I will tell you why Dr. Disrespect got banned. And then the Twitch moderator says he got banned for inappropriate conversations with a minor. Now, the Twitch moderator shows no receipts, shows no evidence. It's just like, literally, trust me, bro, intensifies. So at this point, a lot of people were like, well, I know this is a fascist and horrible concept to live by, but we do believe in innocent until proven guilty. So until proven, right? Like, you need to prove that Dr. Disrespect did it, because until then, I'm not going to condemn him in the court of public opinion. This was like pretty much everyone with a common sense on the internet. Now, you do have the people who hated Dr. Disrespect anyway, and they just needed an extra oomph, another reason to say it's like, well, I don't hate Dr. Disrespect because such and such. No, I hate it because of the allegations. I definitely believe the allegations. That I have served in the military with that Twitch admin. I trust him with my life. Right? So you have those people. But then there was no evidence. Like, nothing was on the internet. Nothing that we could find to suggest that Dr. Disrespect did anything like that. So people were moving on. But this is where Dr. Disrespect started playing the 4D chess. And he himself posted a message where he admits that he did have conversations with the minor leading into the inappropriate. So, innocent until proven guilty. Well, a confession is an admission of guilt. Therefore, well, he's not innocent anymore. And he lost a lot of sponsorships. He lost a lot of deals. Apparently, people that worked for him had to be fired. He lost his monetization on his YouTube channel. And apparently, he did this on purpose. According to what he is saying, like, this was all planned. This is a small loss for him, so that he can win big later. Because apparently, according to him, he wanted the press to start writing articles about it and defame him. And, yeah, that's very bizarre to me. Like, that is, you know, with other allegations, I would understand. But with these types of allegations, would you really want to play with fire? Like, assuming that he is right, assuming that nothing happened, we're going to go into his explanation in a bit. But assuming that is true, is this, like, really something you want to fuck around with? But anyway, right, not only that, from a cynical point of view, like, let's say you don't care about your reputation whatsoever, you don't care about your persona, you only care about the financial aspect. Well, admitting to this, losing all your sponsorships, going from having Kick offering you millions of dollars to stream on their platform, and you're like, nay, I don't need it. That's peanuts. I make more money than that. And to go from that to having your channel demonetized, to becoming a social pariah, so you can own the press? I mean, I guess it's just bizarre to me. It seems weird. Now, what is his explanation of what happened? Well, apparently he was stuck with a manager that he was unsatisfied with. And this manager wouldn't inform him about game conventions, wouldn't do anything for him. So he asked Twitch to change the manager. He asked Twitch to fire the manager. I'm paraphrasing here because it's like 19 minutes of explanation, so I'm doing my best to summarize his side of the story. But apparently the manager got really ass hurt, and he was well connected with other people working at Twitch, and he wanted to get Dr. Disrespect in trouble, so he went through his whispers, and Dr. Disrespect says that he whispers a lot with his community, and he talks a lot with his community, as other content creators do. And he reported him to the Trust and Safety Council, and the first time the Trust and Safety Council looked at it, they found nothing wrong. But the admin escalated the report. And apparently the guy in charge of looking at the report was in holiday, so they only took some selective messages, and Dr. Disrespect claims that the person was of legal age anyway. So it wasn't anything illegal that was done, because under his state and their state, it was considered legal. Again, this is his explanation, not mine. I don't know what happened. I haven't seen the logs. But he claims there was no sexting, there were no pictures shared, there was no plans to meet the person, he never saw the person, and they were of legal age, and there was nothing illegal. So that is his explanation for what happened. And then he goes out and he says that, well, look, there's other content creators that did far worse than me. And he goes through some disgusting stuff that apparently Twitch is ignoring. So he's basically saying, well, the rules aren't applied equally, and what I've done is not illegal, and this Twitch admin shouldn't have done what they did, and they're doing this because they're assert. So what is my take on all of this? Well, my take on all of this is that this doesn't change anything regarding his situation. He says that he's going to reapply for monetization on YouTube. I don't know what the company is going to think, but he's got like 3 options now. The first option, if he wants to reestablish public credibility and grow his channel even more than it used to be, would be to actually sue. So if he sues these people that defamed him, and it goes through discovery, and, you know, people get to see that, yeah, you know, he did have a point, like those conversations are actually taken out of context, and there's nothing illegal that's done there, then a lot more people are going to subscribe to him simply due to the fact that a lot of individuals like a good redemption story, right? So, like, he was wrongfully accused, like Johnny Depp, and he managed to regain his honor. He showed that, like, look, none of the things that I've been accused are true. It was taken out of context. If he does that, then his channel will grow. The second thing that he can do is to actually show the DMs. This is kind of problematic, to be honest, because all of you guys have private conversations, right? And when shown to the public, even if it's the most innocent conversation ever, it looks cringe. People are going to look into it. The internet is black and white. So, you know, people are going to definitely try, especially his detractors, are going to try to misinterpret and to find the most uncharitable explanation for every sentence said. Which is why, like, suing would be the best option. Because they do that in court. But in court, it's not his detraction. It's a jury of his own peers. You got judges, you got lawyers, right? So you do have the discovery process. They go through the logs, but they do it from a more objective, uninvolved manner than the emotionally charged arena of Twitter and Reddit, right? But it would be a possibility. If he actually shows the logs, and there's nothing wrong in the logs whatsoever, and people are like, oh, well, fuck, I mean, yeah, he shouldn't have been banned for that, then, yeah, I mean, that would clear his name. The other possibility is that he just keeps streaming. There have been other content creators, like he pointed out, who also have done nasty shit, and they're still on the internet today. They still have seizable audiences, because the reality is the subscribers get to vote. If you find that what Dr. Disrespect has been doing is beyond the pale, you unsubscribe from him. And if more people do that, then he loses subscribers and he's going to have to find a different job. The reality is that he still has millions of subscribers, millions of people interested in him. And I assume that if he keeps it up, over time, the controversy will go away. Slowly, he will get sponsorships again. I don't know if YouTube will remonetize him. I don't think he will ever reach the peak of his career, where he could just look at Kick and say no to millions of dollars. But I do believe that he can still practice streaming, as most other content creators, and live quite a fulfilling life, assuming he stays out of additional controversy. But from the court of public perception, the only way he can clear his name is either by suing or by showing the DMs. There is no other option. If he keeps on this path, people will keep bringing it up. People will always remind him of it. He's going to have difficulty networking and associating with other content creators. In time, I think it will pass. But in time means like 5-10 years. And even then, like after 5 or 10 years, something else can happen on the internet and people go like, but do you remember the Dr. Disrespect? And all this shit comes back up, right? So if he is indeed innocent, I do hope he sues. And we're going to find out at Discovery what really happened. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.